When was the point that you knew, because I mean Nickelback is now a big success, but it wasn't always like that, I guess. When was the point that you knew Nickelback was going to be a big hit?
As soon as we were able to afford to, pay the bills and everything just from playing the guitar or playing the drums, or,
Quit all the jobs. That's a pretty good time. Yeah.
We didn't know it was going to be a success. I just think that we got comfortable enough. Even in Canada, we started selling some records, and we could make a little bit of money playing, that we didn't have to do day jobs anymore, and that was a good feeling. That was before we actually got signed. We were still able to do that, So independently, we'd been chugging along for a long time.
Breakthrough was with the album Silver Side Up, I guess, and especially with How You Remind Me. How does it feel when a song you wrote is #1 hit all over the world?
I don't know how you say how that feels. It's pretty hard to explain to anybody that is outside of even the business or the world that we're in this kind of music world. It's pretty hard to explain. I don't fully think we get it yet. Really, I really don't.
You ever see a picture of somebody's face in the newspaper right after they won the lottery?
Now in Holland they don't put the pictures in the
Oh, they don't put the pictures in the paper? Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, they used to do it in Canada before people started getting kidnapped. But, you see the people with like a $5 million check or something like that. They have that big grin on their face. That was us.
When you wrote How You Remind Me, at that time, did you expect it to be such a big hit?
No, we didn't. In fact, we were torn. Yeah. I should take a microphone.
Say something.
I'll take a better question.
What'd you think, Ryan? Did you think after we recorded How You Remind Me it was going to be a big hit?
Well, Chad, I'll tell you. No, we had an idea. We didn't think it would go to the scale it did. We all recorded it and kind of figured it was a good song. Everybody thought it was catchy enough. We all thought first single for sure, and. You just can't really judge what it's going to do until you open it up to the public and see what they think. You could think you have the greatest song in the world, and everybody just forgets about it within the first week it's on radio, and just oh, okay, maybe we're off on that. But it just blew up everywhere, and we didn't realize it was going to go as global as it did, and as high in the charts as it did.
And did you feel after the success of How You Remind Me, did you feel pressure going in to make the next record? Did the record company put pressure on you too?
We're talking pressure, are we?
Well, this one, I'm hoping you guys are going to sing along. This was pretty much the big introduction to Nickelback to the entire world. This song's called How You Remind Me. Never made it as a wise man. I couldn't get it as a poor man stealing. Tired of living like a blind man. I'm sick of selling out a sense of feeling in this. This is how you remind me of I really am. This is how you remind me of what I really am. It's not like you to say sorry. I was waiting on a living story. This time I'm mistaken for an and you I would break it in up to the bottom of every bottle. These five words in my head scream out, we haven't fun yet. Yeah, 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 no, no. Yeah, 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 is how you remind me. This is how you remind me of I really am. This is how you remind me of what I really am. It's not like you say sorry. Was we not a different story? This time I'm mistaken. Before and I knew a heart would break it. And I've been wrong. I've been down to the bottom of every bottle. In spite of words in my head, scream all the way, having fun, yeah, yeah, yeah. And all we're having fun, yeah, yeah, yeah. And all we're having fun, yeah, yeah, yeah. And all we're having fun, yeah, yeah, yeah. No, no.
You've just finished the production of The Long Road, but it's the first album that you actually produced yourself. Why?
Nobody else wanted to produce it. We're the only ones who would do it, and so we had
Was
to do
it
it.
tough to produce your own album because you have to be like
Had to think a lot more.
To judge
we had,
your
to,
own
we had to
music
think
then.
way more than when you have sort of somebody who's supposed to be telling you what's good and what's not good. You do a lot more thinking. You know, you gotta decide for yourself: is this right? Is this not right? And we have to communicate as a band far more without a producer.
Which is really good for all of us, I think. I think we all kind of learned a good balance and to play what's right for a song and just learning how to craft a song. We all learned that, whereas before it sort of Chad would come up with the skeletal structure of the song, and then we'd go do our bit, and then a producer would kind of direct us where we're going, and we wouldn't have to think too much. But
now
it's
it's
kind
real
of challenging.
Nickelback.
Yeah, it challenged us a lot more.
Are you more proud of it then as well?
I think so, yeah.
I think
for
so.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Producers are expensive too. The last one cost us a lot of
Saves you
money.
a lot of
We don't want
money.
any more of those. Yeah, too expensive.
Is this album different than the previous ones?
No, it's exactly the same.
Every smartass remarks has a hint of truth, and this one has a hint of truth too, because it's like, I read an interview with Angus Young, and the guy said to Angus Young, he said, of AC/DC, he said, what do you think about the people who say that this record sounds just like your last one? And he says, I don't think they're paying attention. Because all our records are the same. We've been writing the same record since the first one. People love it. Who cares?
Yeah, but AC/DC is awesome.
Yeah, they are awesome.
I think that The Long Road sounds drastically different than Silver Side Up. I think Silver Side Up was just like a straight ahead rock and roll record. This one, after realizing the diversity of our fans, our fans, I mean, there are older people that like How You Remind Me in their 50s and 60s that like that song. There are young kids that like, songs off of Silver Side Up. And when you have a fan base that's that diverse, you can't, it's hard to write music and know who your fans are. So we tried to sort of run the gamut and stretch in two different directions.
Let's mix it up a little bit.
Yeah, we went heavier than the last record, and we went even more melodic than the last record, just to try and keep more of the fans happy. And it was a lot of fun, doing all that experimenting and playing with different layers and textures, and just when you don't have the chef in the kitchen telling you what to put in, you just start putting in all kinds of stuff until it tastes good to you, and then you just hope it tastes good to everyone else. All right.